Chief called.
This ain't it.
That's how you get from point A to point C. You have to stop at B first. Quote.
Hey, you, write that down. Hey guys, welcome to Built Radio. In this podcast, we're going to be discussing everything from fitness to mental health, mindset, and just topics that we find important.
Yeah, so food. But yeah, this is our first episode, which is really fun. I think it's going to be good to do it with someone that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, and basically, I want this to be kind of a space where young people can actually talk about things that matter. You know, it won't just be fitness. Of course, it will be a main topic, but I want to give guests a space to talk about things that matter.
Yeah, so today's just going to be me and Megan. So I'm sorry, we should probably introduce ourselves.
Well, I'm Megan. I'm a personal trainer.
And I'm Annika. I'm one of her long-term clients and also friend. Cute. But yeah, I feel like it's really good that we've had that almost a year relationship of knowing each other and discussing things, and we've talked about so many of these topics that we will be talking about in future episodes. We'll have guests, which is gonna be fun. We have a few lined up already, so get excited for that. I don't know who I'm talking to. No one's watching.
We're basically going to be diving into kind of how we met, and just start talking about some of the conversations we've had.
Yeah.
Basically how we thought of this idea is we were literally having coffee a week ago and we were just having really good combos. So just keep in mind that whilst I'm a fitness professional, I'm not a medical or healthcare professional. So with everything we talk about today, just, you know, keep that in mind and take everything we say with a grain of salt. Obviously, seek medical help if you need to with any of the things we might talk about. And I just want to say we might be talking about things like eating disorders, mental health, and that kind of thing. So please, if you're sensitive to that topic, keep that in mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a health professional. I'm not anything, so
she's just kind of here.
I'm kind of just here. I'm here for moral support. So how we met?
Yeah, so how we met, it was kind of by chance because I had just started working at Good Life last year.
Yeah.
And one of the membership consultants had just booked Annika in for some free sessions with me.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean I want a free session?
But the very first time we met, obviously I was nervous because I was a new PT, but we just clicked straight away.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. Yeah. We, hugged in the first session.
Literally. It's nice meeting you. Bye.
So, yeah, it was just, a kind of instant connection.
I feel like we were really on the same page, off the bat. We were just we kind of agreed on everything, and you kind of just sat there and listened to everything I said and was like, oh, okay, I understand this. Have you tried this? And then I'd be like, yeah, I have. Well, then let's try this approach. And then you're like, I was like, oh, she's got ideas.
I think you were a bit nervous at first too, though.
I was so nervous.
It took us a little bit to get to that stage.
Yeah, because I had PTs prior. I think, you're my first female PT. Not that there's anything wrong with a male PT. They were great. I was just in high school at the time. So, unfortunately, my health and fitness wasn't my priority because obviously high school, all you think about is your grades and your friends. What are you going to be doing on the weekend? It sucks that my health was kind of put to loss, where you should be really putting yourself first, in general.
Yeah.
It sounds selfish, but it sounds selfish now, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
In the long run, because you got to take care of the number one player.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Knowing that Annika had PTs before, it kind of took me a couple weeks, but I eventually started realizing that they hadn't really given her exactly what she needed, but to be fair, I don't think you really knew what that was either.
I didn't know what I wanted. At the time, I was just like, I just want to lift heavy weights and impress everybody.
Yeah. But the more that I kind of got to know her, I just started hearing more and more things in terms of food. And I started realizing that was kind of the main issue.
Sure. Yeah.
And yeah, she started really opening up to me and kind of telling me where her mindset was at with food.
Yeah. You kind of caught on that I had the worst relationship with food. Like, I studied film in 2018. No, I didn't. 2017. I studied film in 2017. And during that, I was at uni, like, every day. If I wasn't at uni, I'd be at work. And if I wasn't at work, I'd be at home editing or, like, writing my essays and scripts and stuff to do. And at points, I would not eat for 2 to 3 days. And that's really bad. And then, obviously, what are you going to do after that? You're really hungry. You binge eat. Like, you eat everything that you wanted to eat during those days. And it was kind of like a constant repetition of not eating and then eating really big. And then you're like, oh, it's fine because I didn't eat for 3 days. It's okay. That's not okay. That's definitely not okay.
Yeah.
So when I met Megan, my metabolism was absolutely wrecked.
Yeah.
Like, I'd eat, like, your normal meals from, like, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My weight, like, ridiculous. But it's expected from, like, having a really crappy metabolism. And especially,
I don't think you knew that at the time, though.
No.
Like, I specifically remember chatting to you one time about what you've been eating.
Yeah.
And you just looked at me and told me you were eating 800 calories like it was normal.
I was like, oh yeah, just 800 calories. And I was like, that's a lot, right?
And I just want to say, if anyone out there thinks that that's normal or okay, it's not. But, you know, like, not everyone has had someone to tell them that.
Yeah, well, if, in the outside world, like, outside of the gym, like, in general, what you hear before, like, seeing someone that's kind of, like, you know, has studied, you know, fitness and health and all of that, I was always under the impression of eat less so you can weigh less. And I feel like everyone kind of was like, oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's how it works. And then that's why I was, like, decreasing my calories every single day. Like, it started off with formal because everyone was, like, talking about their calorie count. I was like, what the heck is a calorie count? And then I was like, oh, this, and that. And then I was like, okay, cool.
There really is so much talk, you know, just in general population of, you know, being told to eat less and, you know, eat 1,000 calories and whatever it is. But that's such a dangerous path to go down because when you, like, yeah, you'll lose weight at first because you're basically starving. But after that, you know, where are you going to go? And for someone who doesn't really know, you would just keep decreasing to the point where obviously you were at 800 calories when we met.
Yeah. Because, that's all I really knew was how else could I lose weight, decrease calories, go to the gym longer. Yeah. I think I was telling you that I was at the gym for 3 hours. Yeah. And I don't know how I thought that was, like that was, at that point, I was really prone to, like, fainting. Makes sense. Yeah. I was not eating right. Water was just, like, I don't think I was drinking the right amount of water a day either. And I'd wear jumpers all the time just to sweat more, to, like, lose more weight. Yeah. Like, it was crazy. Like, I think I was really hurting myself. But thinking I was doing what was best for me. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like, I feel like, things, it's wild.
But that was not sustainable for you at all, right? No. Like, no one can sustain that.
Oh,
so
no.
When you eventually, you know, wanted to eat something that wasn't on your plan, how did that make you feel?
Bruh, like, I think I'd almost be, like, on the verge of, like, a panic attack, I feel like. It's the only way I could explain it. I think at one point, this is a good story to, like, it's not funny. Like, it was not funny at the time, but we laugh about it now because we've kind of not grown numb to it, but it's like more like, wow, remember that time?
We're just in a different place.
Yeah, we're just in a different place now. It's been like almost a year, which has been really good. But at one point I was like eating pretty healthy. It was like 1 to 2 weeks in, and then at work we had a packet of chips, and so I ate a packet of chips, and I remember calling Megan and be like, Megan, I ate a packet of chips. I binge ate.
Yeah, she was frantically telling me, like, before she told me it was a packet of chips, she was telling me how bad she messed up, and she binged ate.
And that was me messing up, like, not even messing up, it was just me eating a packet of chips. Yeah. It wasn't like the big packets, it was just like a packet of chips.
Yeah. Like, which is what a normal person would eat and not think anything of it.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show just how bad your mindset around food really was.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, and then after that, I was like, oh, I can't, no, shouldn't. And then I was eating well again for like another week. And then I was like, I really want another pack. Like, I really want to eat this. I'm like, Megan, why can't I let myself eat this without feeling like crap? And then, I don't know, like, the way we dealt with it, like, during training, I feel like we were training, like, during 1 hour sessions at the time. And half an hour of that, you were so good to me. You were like, okay, let's not focus on training right now. You're not in the mindset to train. Can we just sit down and talk about it?
Yeah,
like,
I think after that phone call,
yeah.
that's when I knew I really needed to sit down with her and really get on top of this and really find out kind of where it came from and what we needed to do to get past this.
And I remember you saying, like, before you lose any weight, before we actually start, losing anything, we need to focus on your mental health first, because that's where it all starts. Because it's, mind over body.
Yeah.
And I think that's when we really started to see results, because we were talking about eating more. Oh my gosh, when you were like saying, oh, when the first time Megan talked about reverse dieting, if we had a picture of my face, because you just pause, like, breathe. You'd be like, okay, I said it, but just breathe first. Because I think I was like sitting, listening to you talk about reverse dieting. I was sitting there like this.
Yeah. For those who don't know what reverse dieting is, basically it's where you eat more. Like, which for someone with this kind of mindset, that's a scary thing to hear.
Terrifying. It was terrifying.
Yeah. But I knew, like, that was the only way to get her on track, because if you're eating that little and your mindset is that bad, like, it's just not going to end well.
Yeah, plus the metabolism.
Yeah. So I knew I needed to start teaching you that it's okay to eat more, and it's actually going to be better in the long run.
Yeah.
It's going to speed up your metabolism, and you'll actually be able to maintain your weight on a higher amount of food. If you do it right, of course.
I was so hesitant with, like, that form of dieting at first, and it was obviously so terrifying. But that's with everything new in life. You have to start. Exactly. Like this podcast.
Yeah, hi.
Everything's scary. Everything new is going to be scary at first, and I just needed to accept that and trust Megan, really, because obviously everything I was doing wasn't working. I kind of, like, it finally clicked in my head that, well, obviously I can't keep doing it my way, because my way is not working. I need to just give Megan my all and just let it go and just go for it. Like, 100%.
I think that goes with anything. Like, if you've been doing your own way forever and you're not getting results, like, what's stopping you from trying something new? You know? Like, you may as well do it.
Yeah, but, like, in my head I was just like, oh, but it's so easy to stay in that comfortable spot though.
Definitely.
Like, and it's so stupid, but I was like, oh, but maybe one day it'll work. No, it's you've been doing what? I'm like 19 now, but at the time I was like 17, 18. I've been doing the same thing for 17 to 18 years. I wasn't going to fix it in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Doing what I was still doing. Eating 800 calories a day is not ideal.
No.
Fainting every now and then, because obviously you're not getting what you're needing in your
Yeah.
body to sustain yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm over talking at you guys. Just using my hands a lot. But yeah, in general, I was feeling really crappy about myself. But I really, I'm not gonna cry. I had Megan there for me through everything. Like, I think that's what kind of switched from PT to client to friend on friend kind of talks. And that was like the difference that I had with like my other PTs. There's like no,
No tea, no shade.
No tea, no shade.
I think you were a bit shocked when I started diving into those kind of things.
Straight away, yeah.
Because I don't think anyone's ever asked you about those things, right?
I'm one of those people that I'm like, no one really tends to ask me if I'm okay or if what am I eating? Like, like I remember like, I just remember having that constant surveillance and having someone over me to like take care of me, which was like you were being a PT, but going above and beyond from what I thought a PT should be doing. Like, you were really getting your money's worth. Like, I was like, wow. But like, it was really like, I'm not trying to kiss your ass or anything. Don't get it twisted. Wait, they're special. What does this turn to? This is a rose sash.
Literally.
But yeah, I think you really helped me. Not that I was shy at first. Not that I'm shy in general. But you really helped me.
With that topic.
Oh yeah, but you really helped me get out of my shell. Like this is gonna sound stupid, but I posted my first gym selfie of me actually getting a PB with Megan. Like, I was like, Megan, that photo that I took, I posted it. It's like she's up on the world now. She's on social media. She's on social media now. Like, I was like so proud of myself, and then I remember you being like, yeah. Yeah, that was so weird. Like, that was so like not like me to post. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really when you started coming out of your shell and being more open to talk about that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Eating in front of you.
Yeah.
I think we went to breakfast like 4 months after being like friends.
Yeah.
Not like being PT, like, and friends, like friends.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let's go to Green Edge. Sponsor us, Green Edge. We really like your food.
But yeah, so why is it that you didn't want to eat in front of me or people in general?
I think I was so stuck in that mindset that I was so disappointed in myself eating things that I enjoyed.
Yeah. So it comes back to that guilt.
Of like, and then the fact that eating out and not knowing the calories and exactly what was in it. Like, that's why everyone says calorie counting is so dangerous, because you can easily be so obsessed with it. Like,
definitely.
People, like, there was this really good example that I saw on the internet. Like, you see a banana and a banana muffin. A banana muffin could have 50 calories, but a banana could have 99. If you're so obsessed with calories, you'll gravitate towards the one that has less calories. But the thing is, that has less nutrients in it, and it's not the sugars aren't natural, and like all the chemicals in that muffin. Whereas eating something that's organic and like natural, a banana, if you're so consumed by the numbers, you completely forget that, and that's so wrong to do.
Yeah.
Like, of course, sometimes you should eat the muffin.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay to eat the muffin, but. Yeah.
Yeah, so in saying that though, I think one of the big things that helped Annika kind of overcome that fear of food was me teaching her actually what is in her food. So I'm not talking calories. I'm talking what is protein, what is carbs, what is fat, and why do you need it in your body. Like, calories and food should not be something to be feared. You should be thinking, okay, what can I eat to fuel my body the best?
Yeah.
And what can I eat to feel the best today, you know?
Yeah.
And what can I eat to satisfy my cravings?
Literally.
Like, those are the kind of thoughts you should be having, not, okay, how can I eat as little as possible?
Yeah, and expecting to feel the best. Like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So how we slowly started overcoming kind of that fear of food and that bad relationship and mindset was first off actually getting you comfortable with talking about food.
Yeah.
That was like the main first step, which can take a while. But that was the first thing, and you know, constantly checking up on you and making sure you'd eaten that day.
Which, can I say, makes a big difference that you would message me, like, literally every day, guys. Like, not like just, I have to message Annika out of, like, you know, I kind of work with this girl, so I kind of have to message. She's okay,
I guess.
Yeah, she's okay, I guess. Like, she'd literally message me like, hey, did you do cardio today? I'm like, no, but I guess I will now. And then she'd be like, oh, what did you eat for breakfast? Oh, I ate this. And she'd send me a photo of what you'd send me a photo of what you ate. So it was like, oh, I should probably make myself breakfast. Like,
yeah.
Because days, sometimes you just forget to start your day with breakfast, and I wasn't eating breakfast. And I'm human. Sometimes I don't have time to eat breakfast, but breakfast is a really important part of the day. It just gets you started. Like, but it was really nice to have you constantly just being like, hey, what's up? Like, are you eating? Hey, if you haven't had breakfast yet, let's have breakfast together.
Yeah.
Like, it was more
like I'd make it a really open thing and a normal thing for us to talk about.
Which it should be.
Definitely.
To eat.
Yeah.
Stay alive, I guess.
So after we kind of got past that and could openly talk about it a bit more, that's when I started diving into kind of the education side of things, and talking about carbs, protein, and fat, and why you need things, and why it's okay to eat anything you want. You know, I started teaching her, your main focus obviously should be things that are full of nutrients, you know, get your protein in, get all your micronutrients, of course. So I started teaching her all about macros and what is in your food. So the main things I talked about were how you should kind of shape your meals around, obviously, nutrition, like nutritional foods first, you know, get your protein, get your micronutrients. But the big thing here, which I talked about next, was that it's okay to eat treats and to eat things that she used to think are bad. But the thing is, when you actually are educated and you know what is in food, you know that there's no good foods or bad foods anymore. It's just, okay, what's going to fuel me the best and make me feel the best? And, okay, what am I craving that I can fit into my day?
Yeah.
And I remember our breaking point, we were doing bench press one day, and and you turned to me and you said that you ate a packet of chips and you were happy.
Yeah, I was like, the complete full circle just about that packet of chips.
Yeah.
I was like, I walked in like I was like, I knew I was gonna tell her that. But I was like, during bench press, like, just thought I'd let you know. I ate a bag of chips and I didn't cry.
Yeah, but
that's so funny. Thinking about it, that's so.
I know, like it sounds so dumb.
Yeah.
But like in the moment, it's such a big thing, and
it's a little thing. It's a little achievement.
Yeah,
you know?
and like you'll know if you relate to anything that we're talking about with that fear of food and that just emotional guilt behind it, you'll know how big of an achievement that is.
The fact that I did eat and I didn't feel like I was set back 2 months. How I'd always tell you that I ate this one thing. We have to start again. We have to start again. And I'd always set myself back thinking that, no. I did this one wrong thing. We have to start it all over again.
Yeah, she would always ask me if she ate this thing last night, like she ate KFC last night, is she going to gain all this weight? And I would consistently tell you that no, like, that's not really how it's going to work. Like, obviously...
you don't eat it every day.
Like, obviously, if that's like all your diet is made of and you're just overeating, then yeah, you're going to gain weight. But if we're talking like one meal that you craved, that's not going to tip you over the edge. That's not going to ruin all your progress, you know? That's why it's okay. That's why it's okay to
have those
things.
Yeah, have those things every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Correct.
Okay.
And like, bear in mind, I'm still on my journey. Like, this isn't like end results. Like, we're not saying like, this is my journey. This is who I am now. I'm this. No, like, I'm still going through it. That was just the first stepping stone.
Yeah.
Because you guys are like, wow, it's like you've been saying it's almost been over a year. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, the progress might not be showing physically, but mentally, I feel like I've grown so much.
Definitely.
And I think that you were right. That's where we should have started. And I'm glad that we started there. And now I feel good to keep going. And you can't, like, if you've been battling with your weight and the scale and like eating and food in general for your entire life, you always say, oh, I've always struggled with this. Like, for me, I've been struggling for like 18, 19 years now. I can't expect that to change. I can't expect to win an 18, 19-year battle in 30 days. Like, how society is, like, not society, the internet, sorry, how the internet is showing you guys, like, where you're seeing all those, oh, I lost 50 pounds in 30 days. Like, you lose really quickly, but you don't realize how fast you can gain it all back.
Definitely.
And it can, you know, some things have been edited out. Like, you can't see the entire journey. You don't see everyone's entire journey.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things do go wrong. You do get set back. You do get injured. I don't know if that's for another video.
Let's not dive into that.
We'll talk about that in another video. But things go wrong, and that's life. And I can't wait to keep going. Like, you just have to get back up and just carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fall over, but you get back up again. Like, that's just in general, really.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, people don't know that sometimes the mental transformation is so much more important than the physical.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're in a place where Annika was, nothing is going to change for the better for you until you start working on your mental well-being and your mindset around everything.
Yeah. Like, Megan really helped with all that. But I also did start therapy, which can be... Sorry. Megan really helped me with all things like that, like just talking about it, and it encouraged me to start therapy, because I can't just put all of that on Megan, because she obviously has more than one client. Like, it makes it like look like you just focus. That's the amazing part of this story.
My only client.
That's the amazing part of this story, like how you really do care about all your clients. And just seeing one person, like, I can't imagine how you've taken care of everyone else and how crazy your schedule must be. Like, I talk to you a lot. like, are you okay? But, like, so I was like, obviously, like, common sense, I can't put all of this on Megan. That's not fair to her. And so I took it upon myself. If I want to really help myself, I should start now. I started therapy. And yeah, we shouldn't be afraid to talk about things like that. Like, I think this is why it's good that we're starting this podcast. Because in general, it's just good to start a conversation, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Even if we just get to one person, to talk to even one person and get through to one of you guys who we hope are listening. That's the goal.
Okay, so in saying that, if anyone listening has either really resonated with this, or you know someone who's going through a similar thing, then I just want to give you some takeaways to kind of put some steps into action. So the first thing is definitely have someone to keep you accountable, and just someone you can talk openly to. So whether that means you starting the conversation with someone else, just saying, hey, look, I'm struggling, I need help. Like, that's okay. Like, sometimes you need to do that.
That's a step. That's a first step.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to talk to any one of your friends because that feels too close to home, message one of us. We'll put all of our social media links below. You don't even have to follow us. You don't have to say anything. No.
You have to say something. It sounds cliche, but if you know someone who might be struggling, you know, go and ask them how they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, make it okay to talk about.
We need more of that. Like,
Definitely.
I feel like we've done really well with making it a usual thing to be like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
And then be like, but how are you going?
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, like mentally, how are you going?
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound weird to us anymore.
Yeah.
It's not as cringe as people like make it out to be. But I think that goes in saying that we're both on the same page. And sometimes you just need to find someone to be on the same page with.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we got this on camera before because the camera stopped filming, but it's fine. Not everyone has a PT and can afford a PT. Like, and I understand that's a big luxury to have, and I'm very thankful for that, to have a friend and a PT to keep me on track. But you can also get your friends, aunties, uncles, anyone really.
So don't take this podcast as the be all and end all.
Yeah.
You know, it's now up to you to take this information away and put it into action, you know.
Yeah.
The hardest part is just starting something and starting to change, but it's in your hands now to go and talk to someone.
Yeah.
Just start small if you need to. That's totally fine. So second step, I'd say, is start educating yourself a bit more on food, in the sense that you need to know the nutritional value of things, not so much the calories. Let's start taking your talk away from that, away from dieting, into, okay, what is nutritionally dense and what is going to fuel my body and make me feel the best. You know, stop thinking about ways to eat less and start thinking about how can I fuel my body better. And most importantly, find out why you want to change, and, you know, don't do it just because we've been talking about it, or don't do it for someone else.
Yeah. Most importantly, it should be about you. This is your journey, not ours. Like, not mine. Like, you know, it's your own personal journey, so you should start it on your own terms.
So don't think it's selfish if you want to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, you're not going to be any good to anyone if you're suffering mentally. You know, you need to work on you first so you can come out to the world in a better place.
Yeah, because it's one thing for you to help everyone, but you need to help yourself first.
Definitely. So if any year should be the year that you focus on yourself, it should be 2019. And that's our next podcast. Stay tuned.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening to us ramble.
Yes, I'm so sorry if it was cringy or like if it didn't make sense. Yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening and watching. It honestly means so much to us. And we really hope we can, you know, keep creating some good content. And, you know, if you're out there and you feel like you have a really good story to share, or you just want to talk about something that's important, you know, hit us up. Because this is going to be a space where young people can actually talk about things that matter. I want to give you guys a voice, okay?
For sure.
So, yeah, stay tuned for more topics like this, more topics that are kind of
important to us, and just unfiltered thoughts, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Anyways, gotta go. Bye!
George was in the way. His name's not George. Okay, I subconsciously named this plant George, but that's what Finn's plant is named.
This is too much.
We really do gotta go.
We gotta go.
Yeah, bye.